Happy New Comic Book Day, webheads. I got a question of the day for you from Dan Martinez. He says he's been getting 25 to 30 books a week from his pull list. How many comic books is too many comic books? Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0 and fans. I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you Spider Slayer's Comic Book Haul. Fans, this is episode 445, and guys, this is the video series where each and every week I show you what I picked up at the comic book store, which is Comic Central right behind me, and they provide some awesome service, and they always deliver for me when it comes to the comic books. So thank you guys. So everybody, let's not waste any more time. Let's see what comic books I got in the mysterious black bag, right? Big week, I feel, for a lot of people if they could get their hands on the last Ronin, right? Because they were shorted copies at your local shop. In fact, my shop was shorted 25 copies, and that was them battling back and forth. So here we go. All right, so not as big of a week as last week. I could use the break, right? Used a lot of store credit this week from that accumulation, and I got these books next to nothing. So here we go. Here's the stack for this week, and let's get started with the haul. All right, so first things first, I wound up getting this super epic comic parade of Captain Underpants. That's right, guys. This is for my daughter. They were giving this away for free, so you can make your own comic books. So she likes Captain Underpants, so I was like, cool, why not? Then when it comes to promotional stuff, we got a promotional poster when it comes to Batman and Catwoman books. So I was like, oh, that's cool. I can hang this up in my DC section or replace one of the Joker War posters or whatnot behind me. So I was like, that's kind of cool too. All right. And then, speaking of DC Comics, we got the final issue of 3 Jokers. So I was happy to have that. I'm so curious to see how this thing all wraps up. Here's some of the interior artwork, which is some of the best artwork I have ever seen in a comic book ever. And this book has been so good when it comes to PTSD and what our heroes have been going through. And is the mystery going to be solved? Is there a third Joker? Is there a replacement for a third Joker? Are there going to be more Jokers? Will this be canon in the future? There's all kinds of stuff there. So this time around, I only got this particular cover because I still got more Alex Ross covers coming in this week. So I couldn't get everything, right? All right, next. Going forward, when it comes to Wonder Woman, we wound up getting Wonder Woman issue 765. I wound up getting both covers because both the covers, it's cool because you got Wonder Woman who's flying her invisible jet. When was the last time that you saw that in a cover of a comic book, right? I don't remember the last time, and it's like crashing. I think that is so cool. So here is some of the interior artwork for this one. So here we got that. So this book has been pretty good. I've enjoyed Wonder Woman a lot. And then I wound up getting the variant cover by Joshua Middleton, excuse me. This is such a photorealistic cover. It's insane, right? So yeah, really cool covers. This was in my top 10 comic book covers of the week. You guys can check that video out as one of the top 10. So really nice looking cover there. All right. And then we wound up getting issue number 10 of the Suicide Squad. So this is the second to the last issue of the book, and we're left wondering what's going on with Deadshot. Did he die? Did he not die? What's happening in this book? But we did find out though that Ted Kord is not really Ted Kord in this issue. It's another villain. So that's been kind of cool that you find out that revelation, that he has not been pulling the strings. It's been some bad guy, right? Really great series. I am so sad to see this book actually go. Hopefully one day Tom Taylor can pick it back up and right where he left off. So that's Suicide Squad issue 10. All right. Next, we have the next issue of Flash, issue 764. The last issue we had was a pretty cool issue with the Trickster in it, as he took Flash's ring, and the Flash went after him to try to get his ring back, which was kind of cool. And I feel like there's not going to be all that much going on in this particular series right now, as we're getting ready to head into December soon, and then we're going to go into the endless winter, and then we go into this future state when it comes to DC Comics. So I can see these books being like 1 or 2 story arcs or 1 issue arcs or whatnot. So I don't expect that much from Flash right now, but if you like the character, I say definitely pick this book up. All right, so next on the list, we wound up getting the next issue of Red Hood and the Outlaw, which is issue 50, a milestone issue. This is the end of Lodell's run. He's been writing it since the New 52, and I bought this book not because it's issue 50, but I want to see if it gives somewhat of a direction of where maybe we could see this character going by the time we get to the end of it. This is some interesting artwork inside of here. And we get to see a lot of stuff that's happened with Jason Todd when it comes to his books, whether it was Red Hood and the Outlaws, Red Hood, and all those kinds of different things. So I'm curious to see how this, ends up, where the direction goes, and I'll be jumping on board with this book in issue 51. So looking forward to how this concludes. All right. Next from DC, we wound up getting Detective Comics issue 1029. I felt like the last issue was a one-shot. It was okay. I've been reading Detective now for a while, since I think right before the Joker War, and the artwork was always really good. Now I feel like the artwork is just kind of dropped off. Again, we're going to the area of DC where we're going to get a bunch of single issues or 2-part story arcs, and we're going to get to Endless Winter, and then, like I said, it's going to be Future State. So don't expect a lot from these story arcs right now as we're heading into that pattern for DC Comics. So, yeah. And what I want to know is, are you guys on board for Future State? Let me know in the comments below. All right. And then next from DC, we wound up getting Batgirl issue 50. So this is the conclusion to this series as well. This book was extra-sized as well. And we'll see what happens with Babs here. Does she not have the will to, do her job anymore? Things went south with her brother, obviously. Her dad is no longer commissioner, and I guess if she wants a relationship, she has to maybe not be Batgirl anymore. I don't know. This looks like a very drama-filled type of issue. I have not read Batgirl at all, except during Joker War, so I'm curious to see how this whole series wraps up. All right, guys, so now it's time for those Facebook shout-outs. So it's time for the Facebook shout-outs. That's right, guys, and we have our first shout-out of the day from Jordan. He is a new member of the group. He says, "Hello, everyone. I'm new to the group. Thanks for adding me in. I just certainly got back into comic books since 2016 when I was a sophomore in high school. These are my first pickups for the past week. First time reading Something is Killing the Children, and I am hooked." Congratulations, Jordan. This is a fantastic book. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you enjoyed all the books that you picked up this past week. Next, we wound up getting Daniel Rose, who wound up going to the flea market and picked up a huge flea market haul. Got a bunch of X-Men books, got Venom Lethal Protector. Very curious how much he paid for those actual books. So congratulations on landing those ones. And last but not least this week, we have Ralph, who says, "I would have the coolest fence in the neighborhood if I was this talented in art. This is so rad to me. And check out this fence in this neighborhood as it shows Batman 3 Jokers, Spawn, Daredevil, Fantastic Four, and The Flash." Whoever did that and posted it on the fence, dude, that is badass. I'm so curious where this was at. I see palm trees in the background. Was it in Florida? Was it in California? Curious to see where that one is at. So there you guys have it. There are the Facebook shout outs for the week. I'm going to hand this over to the new comic book day, Mike Spider Slayer. All right, so we're back with the haul, everybody. And next on the list that I'm going to show you is that, yes, I received my copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin. That's right, guys. My store did receive this book. It wound up getting shorted 25 copies. I was excited to get it. I was kind of worried. They actually only had a few issues left on the rack, and obviously it's gone up in value already, but I got my comic book for cover price, which was $8.99, which I'm very lucky because I ordered it by the final cutoff. I ordered it a long time ago. So if you want to see the interior artwork in here, here's some of the artwork. I can't wait to read this book. Now, I've been off of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for a while. I read the series when it came out early on from IDW, and then I kind of fell off of it because there was some poor art, and I just fell off, you know, for whatever reason. I feel like now I kind of can't jump on, but when I heard about this particular story, I'm like, oh yeah, I am all over it. So I'm so excited to have it. Really, really cool. And then this was truly the only copy on the shelf when it came to this one. And so this is the 1 in 10 cover. And I was like, yes, let me grab it. You know, while I have all this store credit, I'm like, why don't I just go ahead and pick it up and be one of the lucky ones to have this particular cover. So awesome. Kevin Eastman, great shit right there, man. So, so good. All right, so there was that. Then, when it came to an issue I haven't gotten yet, and I finally got it, this was Firepower, issue 4. My shop's copies were shorted and damaged, so I finally got my copy of this particular book. This has been such a great book from Robert Kirkman. Love the character development. Love how grounded this book is as well. And I think we're going to get issue 5 coming out very soon as well. So if you guys haven't jumped on Firepower, this is something that you should be reading. This is so good. All right, and then next from the independents, I wound up getting Spawn, issue 311. I wound up getting the Chadwick Boseman tribute cover from McFarlane. I thought this is really awesome. And here's some of the interior artwork if in case you guys are reading the book or maybe have been off of Spawn, and you know, this helps you make a decision if you want to buy the book when it comes to the character. You know, I know that does help. So here we go. Here's some more stuff right here. So yeah, I haven't been reading the actual book, but I love some of the covers that are on this series. So really nice looking cover. And so with this one, I wound up getting this cover too as well. Let's say we got, what is it, the 2-gun Spawn or whatnot. So you got Spawn there, and then you got that version of Spawn, and then you got that guy up there, whoever that Spawn is. I'm like, dude, there's like Spawns all over the place. So I was like, I have to get that one too, you know? So yeah, really cool looking cover. I just love the covers, man. You know, if you appreciate artwork and you collect comics for covers, hey, there's nothing wrong with that, right? All right, next, we wound up getting from Marvel, The Immortal Hulk. This is issue 39. Love this Alex Ross cover. Really gorgeous if we see the different versions of our Hulk here. And this story has really gotten good. I mean, it's been insane. The whole leader going through 3 different green windows or doors. And, you know, he's got his brains bashed in. And, dude, I'm just going to show you this because this is why I love the Immortal Hulk so much. The artwork is just freaking grotesque and mind-blowing, okay? Look at that. Look at that page right there. Come on. Oh my God, it's so awesome. When this book ends next year, I'm going to be so disappointed because I don't think there's ever going to be a Hulk book better than this one, at least artistically wise. I mean, this has been written really well too, but man, so good. And then with it, I wound up getting the variant cover as we get the Devil Hulk there, and then the young Bruce Banner as this is what he sees, and it looks like the creature has gotten killed and he's crying. You know, does that represent his dad? So awesome. Just a nice looking cover. So that one we got there too. Next, we wound up getting the official Amazing Spider-Man issue 51, and then there's going to be a 51 LR. So we get to see Spider-Man there teaming up with Doctor Strange, doing battle against Kindred and then all of his Spider family as well. This really is a nice looking cover. Patrick Gleason does the artwork in here, and I love the artwork. I mean, it's solid artwork, man. I love the big eyes on Spider-Man. I think that's just reminiscent to the 90s. I love the webs in here. Check out the paneling and the artwork. So, I mean, if anything is going for Spider-Man right now, it is this artwork. Look at the eyes in the silk creature. So yeah, just really good looking stuff. Now, whether the story improves, we'll see going forward. This is just more creepy stuff here. So yeah, this book has definitely gone dark. Where it goes with Norman and Kindred and MJ and all those situations is still yet to be determined. So this is issue 51. All right. So next, we wound up getting the Exus Swords. This is Stasis. So we're like at the halfway point now when it comes to Exus Swords. And maybe we have to do with Apocalypse's children in this issue. Maybe we're looking at the bad guys for once to seeing what they're up to. Because we've been seeing a lot of the accumulation of the actual swords from our heroes. So yeah, and you know, who knows where this is going to go. For the most part, this has been a pretty good book. The last couple of chapters, it's been a little bit slow, but obviously soon we're going to get a lot of action, you know, happening once all the swords are accumulated. So it does look like we get some of the bad guys in here. So I'm looking forward to it. So we'll see where it goes. So that's the X Swords Stasis. All right, next, Strange Academy, issue 4. This book, I like it. I just feel like we don't need so many characters in one particular issue. I think that's my problem with it. And where is it actually going to go in the future? So we'll see where it goes. Here's some of the interior artwork. This one is done by Herberto Ramos, which I love his artwork here. And but we need a direction with this book. We're 3 issues in. Now we're on in issue 4. And I want to see something happen at this point now. So that's Strange Academy. That is issue 4. All right. And then last but not least, this is it, guys. The final week of the Alex Ross timeless variants. I made it. I've wound up getting every single one. And I'm not going to lie if I'm saying that I'm happy that they're done. There was a lot of them to collect, but I have every single one. And the last ones we wound up getting is Shang-Chi. Okay. That's issue 2 of the actual series. I wasn't going to buy issue 2, but now I actually can read it if I want to. And then we have one with Medusa. So we have that. That's pretty cool. Her hair is just insane. And then last but not least, we have Scarlet Witch in Strange Academy issue 4. And that's it. And so maybe I'll do a video of showing off all my Alex Ross timeless variants. So guys, there you have it. There is the haul for the week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Would love to hear what you guys picked up in the comments below. And again, if you want to join that Facebook group page, just go into Comic Book Corner 2.0 Webheads Unite, and I'll approve you. And guys, until next time, I'm going to leave you some content right here to check out, and I'll see you guys on that next video. Take care, everyone. Happy New Comic Book Day.